Welcome to the Expert Commercial Real Estate Secrets Podcast, where we believe most commercial real estate agents, realtors, and luxury realtors struggle with clarifying their passive income options. Not having a clear plan is the enemy, and using a proven brokerage strategy, such as the eXp commercial model, and purchasing investment real estate is the best way to grow your wealth. I'm your host, Brett Swartz. In each episode, I'm joined by some of the best commercial real estate brokers, residential brokers, agents, luxury realtors, and passive income wealth advisors in the world, where they share their ideas, deal stories, and inspiration. So together we can make complex brokerage strategies simple and passive income plans achievable. I am excited about our next guest. He is what's known as what I like to call a Hall of Famer in the real estate business. In fact, he was the number one agent in the world 7 times over with Keller Williams, and he's been trained and inspired by sales from some of the best, and Dale Carnegie, Tom Hopkins, and Jim Rohn and others, and inspired by them. Not all of them were around, but those are like his mentors that he's looked up to and read their material over the years. But as a broker for 35 years, he sold over 7,000 homes, and he has a passion for helping others grow their wealth through real estate brokerage. Please welcome to the show with me, Tom Davis. Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Hey, doing great. How you doing, Brett?
Hey, I'm doing well and excited to have you on. For our listeners who don't know you, would you give a little bit about your current background? And this will be our short 8-minute interview, Tom. So you can kind of give me kind of the quick version, and and then we'll dive into the one question for this episode. But give our listeners a little bit about your background and your current focus.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Well, I was pretty much born and raised here in the local Sacramento area. I got into real estate at a very young age. And one of my favorite sayings is from Wayne Gretzky. You have to skate to where the puck is going to be, not where it is now. So I've been blessed enough to catch each economic cycle, in most cases, ahead of the cycle, whether it was traditional real estate or whether it was buying and selling flip properties. I've bought and sold hundreds and hundreds of flips, or REOs. Back in both of the REO go rounds, I've sold 400 or 500 homes a year. Private equity, large investment funds hooked up with Blackstone, Invitation Homes, sold them about 600 homes in a year and a half. Had a big team. And as far as the puck, Wayne Gretzky, the puck is definitely moving towards cloud-based. It's moving towards a lean economic model. So about 2 years ago, I did move over to eXp Realty, and it's definitely where the puck is going to be. It's where it is right now. We're the fastest growing real estate company in the history of real estate. So that's all exciting. My big why is to serve God, my family, my team, my community, my health, and just to give back to others. So I'm super excited. I love to live big life, live large. I barefoot water ski, I helicopter snow ski, I golf, I mountain bike, you name it. Just finished the 75-day hard. So that's kind of a little bit about myself. So I'm happy
Amazing.
to be here. Thanks,
Amazing,
Brett.
Tom. Thank you so much. And we're going to dive into more of that full story on the full interview. But for this one interview, we're just focused on one major question. It's the big elephant in the room for this podcast. And it's this. Tom, what is the biggest frustration that either you and or your colleagues have faced over the years when it comes to growing a passive wealth and real estate brokerage?
Well, that's a great question. So, in order to be successful, I say that you need three things. Number one is mindset. You need the mindset. So you need to think big, go big, and always be growth minded. Number two is how you spend your time. You have to spend your time. It's the 80-20 rule. 20% of your activities will give you 80% of the results. And then the third key is it's who you spend your time with. So I would, Jim Rohn says you're the sum total of the 5 people that you spend most time with. So I would say that my biggest frustration was that I have had my ladder leaning against the wrong wall, the wrong uh, building, so to speak. So until I really came over to eXp Realty and realized that uh, that's what it's all about, is leveraged income. There's two things. There's the what, and then there's the who, and it's more about the who than the what. So that's a great question.
Absolutely. And let me just dive in a little bit. When you said the ladder leaning against the wrong wall, I can't help but think about a lot of realtors and a lot of commercial real estate brokers that I work with. We always wanted to get on the other side of the phone, meaning we wanted to own real estate, right? We wanted to go make a bunch of commissions so that we could buy real estate, and people are be calling us and asking us to sell and stuff. And so, but yet that takes a lot of energy, a lot of effort, a lot of work. So speak to that. Maybe you owning real estate to get some passive wealth, and now with the EXP model, what it's allowed you to do.
Sure, I do own a lot of rental property, um, and but what I've found through the rental properties, especially during this last year, 2020, that's been problematic. So I have sold off some of my rentals, the non-performing assets, and I've experienced a far greater gain from eXp Realty with building a team, building a sales organization that is definitely scalable. There's no capital risk on my part. There's no broker liability on my part. So it's just the cleanest, most efficient model that there is out there. So um, I'm a proponent of that. So that's
Absolutely. And
awesome.
full disclosure, I'm one of Tom's business partners, and so I joined
Yeah,
EXP just a few months ago, and it's with Brent Gove, Tom Daves, Matt Stewart, Don Yoakum, just a few in the business team, and it's like running with Ryan. I call it Rhinoceros Success. I haven't read that book yet. Running with rhinos, and it's beautiful because sometimes it can get lonely, right? If you're a broker, or even if this cloud, you're not going to the office as much. And EXP, the way we've done it, and the way you do masterminds, and the way you do coaching, and the way you give back, and the way Don does, as well as Brent,
right.
it's truly a cultural collaboration type of sharing that I've seen nowhere else in my 14 years of real estate. And I started out at Marcus and Millichap, one of the largest investment real estate brokerage firms in the nation, and it's truly remarkable. So, would you just speak to just the transformation you've seen as it pertains to collaboration and leadership and training with EXP?
Sure. Well, there's really four key pillars with eXp that really attracted me. Number one is the economic model, which I already spoke to. Number two is the stock. I mean, we're on the NASDAQ, publicly traded company. The third pillar is the revenue share, which is amazing to grow our wealth and to create more passive income to retire. And then the fourth is really the secret sauce with eXp. And that's all of the high level, like minded collaboration and masterminding that I've never seen before. And so it's just amazing. And I love it.
Absolutely, and I can speak to that now. I've been there for 6 months. Just how high level that is, and I also like how our strengths help one another. So I focus on multifamily investment real estate as well as the deferred sales trust. I actually had the pleasure of speaking at your office, I think about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I probably should have joined EXP at that point, right? But I was just kind of, I wasn't really paying attention, I guess, as close to EXP as I should have been. But fast forward, you go, okay, so commercial real estate is my side, residential, right? And then deferred sales trust is I also try to add to kind of to the squad. But the point is, everyone has their specialty. We're all running together, and now I know I can lean on and collaborate and learn from versus just being in my silo, right? Or just being on my small team. I feel like I've gotten access to just more of I call it a dream team or a dream business partners, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's, if I don't have the answer for the support question that anyone has, there's someone on our team, someone in our organization that has the answer. So that's great that if we don't have the answer, we have access to the answer. So that's pretty cool.
Absolutely. And for those who want to get in touch with you, Tom, and connect with you, what's the best place for them to find you?
You can just go to my website, tomdaves.com.
Beautiful. And for those who are interested in the EXP and maybe exploring this further with Tom or I, you can give me a call at 916-303-3262, or just go to website expertcresecrets.com, expertcresecrets.com. And by the way, this is for commercial real estate agents. EXP Commercial just launched, as well as residential. But our team has both commercial and residential. So go to expertcresecrets.com, or just give me a call directly and we can talk more about that. With that being said, please rate, review, subscribe, and share this with somebody who could be helped